Just a moment. Appreciate you guys taking the time. I was hoping to see about 5 times this number on here today, but that's okay. The ones who,
All right, we are live.
well, thank you, thank you, thank. Hey guys, I was really hoping to see a bunch more people on here, so I'm going to give it another 30 seconds, and then we'll get started, and we'll talk about something that I think you guys are going to find really interesting, and it's going to be something that David's going to be talking about more and more and more over the next weeks and months ahead, and it's something that I think can really change your whole business organization when it comes to funding. Today is about all things funding, so write down any questions that you think you might have about funding in general. And then after I give my presentation to you, we'll talk about that, and I'll answer any questions that you have. So right now I'm going to share my screen. All right, and I am assuming that you can see that, right, Morgan?
Yep, we can.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to talk to you today about something that has really been on our hearts and minds for an awful long time, and we're talking about referral sources and referral partners and what they are and where do you find them and why are they so important. So I want to go over this in detail, and I want to afterwards let you know that we're going to be talking about this more and more week after week after week until it really sinks in for a lot of you guys. And I'm going to show you why it's so important. But David is creating what's called a MAP to endless referrals, and MAP standing for Marketing Action Plan. And how you're going to build relationships with referral sources. You know, referral sources are they refer clients to you, but they don't really earn any money. But because you're part of their ecosystem, they find it attractive and want to work with you. And then we have referral partners. These are clients these are partners that bring clients to us, and they probably will earn some money on it. And some of these sources that we're going to talk about today can go either way. But the goal is to establish and nourish and nurture relationships with both these types of referral sources or referral partners. But in order to do so, it's important that we kind of learn how to establish a time where we can educate and inform these sources of our marketing message. That's important. You got to have that message down, and we're going to help you get that more focused, so that when you talking to these folks, it's going to be, they're going to really understand what it is that you do. And then we got to create the value of what sets us apart and establish a confidence in them that they can refer their trusted customers and referrals to us, and we're going to take care of them. And David and I are implementing throughout the whole Bank Breezy platform, and both with the Bank Breezy team and with the DAC team, ways that we're gonna go beyond what anyone in this industry has ever done. It's going to set us apart in customer service and handling your clients and the things that we do. Now, the thought behind this type of marketing is to provide a solid message to organizations or companies that already serve or service a business customer base. This method of prospecting takes you directly to a source of clients similar to the ones that you locate day in and day out while you're out there calling on your businesses. We're not promoting the idea of abandoning any current marketing methods at all, but we're simply providing a better mousetrap for you to consider while you're out there. Build relationships with referral sources, which again are that where they send you clients, but they're not going to be paid because they're doing it because you're part of their ecosystem. And then referral partners, where they will actually want to earn, and they'll be in your on your sales team. Now, I'm just going to give you a bunch of them. David's got pages and pages and pages and pages of these, but I want to just go over them. And at the end, we're going to talk about some things. Number one, some great referral sources. And remember, a referral source is someone who's not going to, they don't plan to earn a commission. Banks and credit unions, they have many small business owners who need funding that they cannot approve, but they want to support and help because they are their customers. In other words, when someone goes into a bank, let's just say a community bank or a credit union, and they have to come up with 3 years of financials, including tax returns, AR, P&L, balance sheets, all this stuff, and they got to have that 700 plus score. It makes it very difficult. And that small community bank, they don't want to turn them down, but they have to, and they don't really have any options of where to go. A lot of them have joined in with a couple of the A lenders and tried it, but it didn't work. And the reason is, if they could have gotten that A lender funding, the bank probably most certainly actually would have made an offer. So it didn't work. But with someone like the David Allen Capital Program, we got 50 plus lender partners, so they got a one-stop best offer approach. Cheryl gave us this incredible lead this week, and David and I got on, had an incredibly good conversation with a bank. She has been working with them and getting referrals, but really kind of now taking it to another level. I think they got 240 locations, but we're starting small. And then we're working outside and creating something within an ecosystem that is amazing for her. Well, what the potential is going to be. And they're really excited because we've already helped some of their clients. Now, accountants and CPAs, they can either be a referral partner or a referral source, really. But because I've had accountants come on as a broker, but these guys work closely with small business owners and can identify clients who need additional funding for growth or cash flow. Accountants and CPAs are huge, and there's a lot of ways to get into their ecosystem as well. Business consultants. Many consultants help businesses with their growth strategies, and funding is often a critical need for implementation. David has connected and gotten involved in I keep using the word ecosystem, but the ecosystem of a company that promotes businesses tells them and explains to them and teaches them how they can expand their business, how they can create more revenue and have a happy company that prospers. Well, we're really business consultants, and that's what they're doing. Commercial realtors, again, this can be a referral partner or a referral source. When businesses are looking to expand or relocate, they often need funding to secure a new location or invest in property. I've got a buddy of mine, I hadn't even thought about him until recently. He is actually in the commercial realty business space. He rents and leases to corporations all throughout the Greenville metropolitan area. What a great referral source that can become. And I put stars by the ones that I like the most, just to give you some ideas of these are ones you definitely want to jump on right away. Business brokers, and these are professionals that assist with buying and selling a business, which a lot of times involves financing for the new owner's expansion plans. So this can either be a referral partner or a referral source there. You got merchant services providers. Since you already work in payment processing, collaborating with other merchant service providers who come across business owners needing extra capital could be beneficial. I started thinking about that. And I'm not talking about necessarily going to the company that provides the service. I'm talking about going into these marketing organizations. I got one in the building that I'm in, and I've sat down with her a couple of times, but I haven't really put the pressure to let's make this thing work and give her a reason for it to work. You got franchise consultants. Many potential franchisees need funding to open or expand franchise locations. If they already have a location of some sort and they want to open another one, a lot of times the franchisees will give them quite a bit of the money, but we did that $1.5 million funding a couple of weeks ago. They needed it as more like a bridge loan, so that they plan to pay it back early. They just needed that to get a lot off the ground while they're putting all that financing in place. So that can be something pretty special. Suppliers and vendors, you got people out there that buy large quantities of goods, and often they need working capital. So these suppliers and vendors will be people that have customers, clients that come to them for whatever it is that they're going to be supplying them. Those would be a really good group to talk to. Lawyers, I'm talking about corporate and commercial type. That's a little bit more tricky to work with them, but we often have lawyers that come and get funding. But if they handle a lot of businesses, if you're really close and you got friends that are attorneys that basically work in the commercial space, then that would be a good prospect. Commercial insurance brokers, I think I should have put a star here. They frequently interact with business owners who may have a need for capital improvements or working capital. Think about this. By the way, they could be a referral source, but a lot of them don't want to receive a commission on it. They just want to be able to help their clients. But let's just say you got a commercial insurance broker that has a whole bunch, a whole list of just CPAs or just small business owners, and they want to just concentrate on that block on helping them with financing. Credit repair companies, these companies work with businesses and individuals who may have had some credit issues, but they're looking to rebuild and expand. Once their credit's improved, they may need access to working capital, and the credit repair company can direct them to you for funding. Now, listen to this. At one time, Harlequin had a pretty good sized outfit that came over. Now, because their main credit repair mothership wasn't working, and and they had some issues, and so for a time being, Harlequin's whole group really shot up with a lot of fundings. But then the mothership came back, and they worked back with the mothership company again. And when they left, they quit referring for whatever reason. Maybe we need to jump back on that. Equipment leasing companies, a little bit tougher because you got to talk to these leasing companies, and you're going to have a quid pro quo on them. Maybe say, heck, I might can send you some business if you can send me this business. Same thing with factoring companies. Digital marketing agencies that work with small and medium-sized businesses often know which clients are scaling up or looking for new capital to grow their marketing efforts, making them great referral partners. Gosh, guys, these are everywhere. And a lot of you are masters when it comes to digital marketing, online marketing, Facebook marketing. Find these agencies that are out there that got business clients, and let's start engaging and talking to them. Payroll company. Let me tell you, this is great. I have a relationship personally with ADP, and I've gotten like about 6 leads over the last 8 months from that relationship. We were going to work with them on a national scale, but the commissions wasn't there, so that didn't work. But I've got this one organization here in Greenville, South Carolina, that's giving me leads. Not a lot, but hey, 6 is pretty good over a period of a year. You got restaurant supply companies that provide all the equipment for restaurants. We have one probably less than 10 miles from here that probably closer to 5, where I know all the restaurants locally here in Greenville get their supplies from. Then we got janitorial facility maintenance providers. Hey, listen, any janitorial company you ought to be able to partner with, because most of them have business clients. Where do I find these, Wade? Well, I've been talking for an awful long time about becoming part of a chamber, of a BNI, of a home builders, of American truckers, or a restaurant association in your state. These professional memberships are going to lead you to these folks. This is, Cheryl found her bank by participating in the local chamber. Ellen in Atlanta, one of our well, she is probably one of the top three in the whole company. She really knows how to work. She's part of the chamber. I think she's an officer in it. You guys, you need to join these. And we've been talking about it, but now it's going to become even more vital, especially as we try to expand our base by finding more referral sources. Why would you want to go out there and knock on 100 doors if you can get one referral source that's got thousands of people that you can talk to? LinkedIn is a place you can find a lot of businesses, but find organizations, professional memberships, and we still have that if you join a chamber or BNI and you have to pay a membership, once you get 100,000 total funding, you can get out of that organization, then you can get up to $500 membership cost reimbursement. Why is referral source marketing vital? Because of the impact it has on your sales team. Reason number one, referral source leads most often result in higher fundings, probably closer to 80,000 per funding. Right now, we're probably in the 20s to 40s, but when you get into referral source marketing of any sort, whether it's with a partner or just a referral source, the average funding is going to be closer to 80,000. Number two, referral source leads have they tend to have better credit scores, more consistent credit revenue. They got higher revenues and a more solid client reason for funding. In other words, they're not trying to just make it through the week. They know they know that they can take a 1.29 rate on 100,000 up to 1.5 even, and turn that into several $100,000. And then reason number three, referral source leads come highly recommended by a third party that the client trusts already. And then look at the impact within your sales organization. Here's just an example. Imagine you have 5 broker agents that focus the majority of their time on referral source marketing. Now imagine that those 5 only turn in fundings for 5 different clients in a year. Those 5 only get 5. They're going to be averaging of $80,000 plus each. That's going to create $2 million plus in your sales organization that you're going to override. And guys, if only half of them, and 6 out of 10 will come back and get more funding in the future, but only half of them come back, then this is an opportunity for future continued revenue. I'm going to stop sharing now. I'm telling you that if you can create these types of referral source marketing, either sources or partners, it's going to revolutionize what you're doing financially with this company. And would you rather go and knock on 1,000 doors in a year, or would you like to have one referral partner that can give you access to over 1,000 small business clients at a time? So, I was hoping to have a whole lot more folks on here today, but I'm going to tell you what, David's putting together something pretty spectacular for you guys with a whole lot more of those referral source and referral partner relationships that are available out there. We're going to give you scripts. He's putting together something great, but why wait? Let's seriously think about your business. If you're serious here, if you're not serious and you're real part-time, I get it. But if you're serious about your business and you're not part of a chamber, or you're not part of a BNI, or you're not part of a small builders association, if you're not part of anything like that, then you're really, you're playing with this. And the big bucks are out there in all these organizations. So if anybody has any questions, I'd love to answer them. It can be about anything, it's about what we're talking about, or anything funding. And by the way, I want to answer something I saw on on Facebook. Someone said, is it okay for me to complete the application for my client and sign for him? Absolutely not. because you're assigning that you're putting your name down as if you're the client and you're forging their name. You can't do that. There are a lot of legal restrictions that don't allow that. Plus, we're insured and protected from that, but you're not if you're going to be signing those applications. So no, you got to get the clients to sign. They got to be wanting to do business with us, and they got to complete that application process. And we're getting ready to make it so much easier, so much more exciting for the client themselves. So does anybody have any questions?
We do have a hand up. Mickey Wright, you can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hi, Wade. Thank you for this. This is excellent. I wanted to find out, like, once we join the chambers and kind of get involved, it's like, what does the beginning of this conversation sound like?
To join a chamber?
Well, to have,
I
start
mean, after you
meeting
join, well,
people.
I'm
Yeah.
going to, yeah, after you join the chambers, we're putting scripts together for you. And I mean, I'll have you a great script that you can use and put into your own words and have all that for you within the next days ahead. And then you won't have to try to remember what I'm talking about. You can just go do it and try to put it in your own words. And this way you'll have something professional that you can look at.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and Harlequin, you can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hey, Wade.
Hey.
Fabulous training today. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you doing that. I just wanted to share that I would say probably half of my clients, if not more, have come from referrals rather than me personally meeting somebody, or from my association with the Home Builders Association and chambers and stuff like that. So it really does work. It's definitely a whole lot easier than going knocking on doors. But also I will share that one credit repair agency, they saw so much success that their agents had with us that they are now doing funding, and that's why we lost a lot of them.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, and
Hey,
also,
that company brought funding into their organization is what you're
correct.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But anyways, the other thing is that my most recent funding was a franchise owner that was adding additional franchise locations, and that was a $300,000 funding. So some of the bigger fundings are going to come from those bigger companies.
Amen. That's correct. Good job. And you're right. Most of yours are from some type of referral source.
Yeah. So thank you.
You're welcome. Is that it, Morgan? Anybody else?
That's it for.
Well, I think we got one more.
Orlando, you can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hi, good morning, Wade. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. I just wanted to take a quick moment and say thank you for this training. I think it's very spot on. And will this be recorded, this particular training?
Positive. It was recorded.
Yep,
Yeah,
it's recorded and it is streamed live on YouTube, so it'll stay there for at least 2 weeks. And I'll go ahead and post it in the What's New bulletin in the back office and on the Facebook group for anyone who missed it.
Okay, that's great. I've been kind of in and out paying attention. I'm with my mother today. Today's her 91st birthday, so I'm celebrating with her. And I'm just going to take a few moments out to listen to this as well.
Yeah, happy birthday to her. 91. That's a great. Hey, this is my my birthday month. I'm excited about it. My birthday falls on Thanksgiving, so I have asked for a turkey, a cake in the shape of a turkey with candles.
It's great. You deserve it, but thanks very much.
Yeah, I won't let them put that many candles on because I don't want to start a fire.
No, not whatsoever. But I just want to say thank you very much. This is great training. I'm really excited about where things are continuing to go in the business funding space.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you. Take care.
You as well.
And it looks like we've got Harlequin's hand again. You can go ahead and unmute yourself, Harlequin.
Hey, Dave or Wade, sorry about that. I I saw that post that you commented on Facebook. There was another one that somebody was asking about a company and they had recently filed for bankruptcy. What is the policy regarding bankruptcies?
So it said the name of a capital company that signed on with them that we would never do business with. And I'm just going to tell you, if you file if you're not out of bankruptcy for at least 3 years or more, there's no way that we're going to be able to fund you. And if they just filed bankruptcy, they can't even legally go out and get money. So you're not going to, if they are in bankruptcy now, or if they haven't been out for at least 3 to 5 years, we're not going to be able to fund it.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to have that clarification.
You got it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Guys, I